Potatoes. I don't know.
Potatoes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great way to
Mark
start.
Watney.
Is it
Bienvenidos.
potatoes or potatoes?
You
What
may
about
say
taters?
potatoes, but I say potatoes.
Are those the things in Fallout 4? Potatoes?
Taters.
Taters.
This is the most mature opening we've ever had.
Potatoes!
Actually, I don't doubt that it is.
Yeah, no.
Must be because we're missing a certain someone.
Oh,
Ooh,
fucking host not
Got
being
him.
here, but
Get face.
Already.
Straight
Luis-
to the jugular.
when this gets sent to Luis, he's going to sit down, nice cup of coffee or tea or whatever he drinks. He's going to be all happy, and then he's going to listen to the first minute of this and just be like, fuck, what have I done?
What have I created?
Hey, at least there are 5 people here this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last week it was just TJ and Luis, and I will admit, TJ has a secret weapon. When there are no guests, he's actually more talkative and more interesting to listen to, which is weird.
What?
Wow.
It happens?
Wow.
Oh, fucking burn.
I was about to say, that sounded hurtful. That wasn't a compliment.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we're
I
throwing
think we
them
need to write
around.
up a contract if I'm going to talk more. You know, I
We're gonna
need fresh food delivered to my trailer. No more of this trash.
We're gonna treat TJ like a writer for a magazine. He's gonna get paid by the word.
I'm just saying, when there's guests here, even if it's just one guest, TJ can be really quiet. And then when there's no one around, you would think it would be a little bit more awkward, but he's actually... you being delirious works.
You keep trying to like compliment me, but it's coming out more and more like a long, thinly veiled insult.
That was kind of the plan. I mean, we're throwing all the admins under the bus, but I've got nothing on Jim or Vic, so it's not going to work. We've already done Luis, we've done TJ, so good. Now the only one in the firing line is me. I'm fucked.
Well, you're just, I mean, you're British, so
That's
we really
insult
don't need
enough.
to beat you up any more than that. Your existence is miserable as is.
Look, I'm outnumbered. You're all from America. I can't do anything in this situation.
But we've got 2
America.
admins from the south, so it's
Damn.
not a good place to live.
I mean, it's
What
Florida.
do you mean it's not a
technically
good
the
place
South.
to live?
I don't know.
It's fighting
Maybe.
words.
Yep.
At this point, the listeners know where we live as opposed to who we are.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
pretty
point.
much. Oh, yeah.
I'm from Britain. They're from the south.
Yeah,
If they've even stuck around this long to listen.
We're not even from America. We're from the South.
Yeah.
South
Don't know
Only
what
part
it
of
is.
Southern
America that
Hemisphere.
matters.
I'm from Hoth currently.
I'm from the moon. Should we introduce ourselves?
Sure.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key podcast. It's your boy Jim Servac, and we've got a full cast and crew with us here today, starting with
TJ 1023, aka the guy who doesn't talk much.
And I'm Tyler, the person who's going to be hearing about it for the next couple of weeks.
And I'm DrSparks.
And I'm Myshu.
Yay!
Yay.
5 people.
We've got 5 people. I don't know that I've been on a podcast with 5 people in
It's pretty crazy.
quite a bit.
You were on the Star Wars podcast, right? I'm sure that had 5 people.
Yeah, but that was some months ago, though.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean-
but that still counts.
I said a while. I didn't say ever.
Okay.
You can be very specific and, load up the channel and have a look through the videos and see. I mean, that's why I labeled the thumbnails like that.
To be fair, I haven't been on a podcast with more than 3 guests in quite a while.
That is true.
Like, I swear, every time I miss a week, it's always a packed group. And then when I come back the next week, it's usually me and Luis. And then either someone doesn't show up or someone shows up late.
Yeah. Shout out to Mass Halo Gear, which I think was the last one that did that, right?
Yep.
Fashionably late by 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Wow.
I think we just started we talked with him for about 15 minutes and then went straight to questions.
But
Man,
that was quality
you
time.
Missed out on all the good stuff.
So I love how we're not really talking about any topics at the moment because we all said we wanted to talk about games.
Yep.
But it's like who draws first? Who starts talking about their game first?
I'll go first.
Good.
I'll jump in on this because Square, I guess it's Square Enix now, right? Yeah, they're not.
Squaresoft.
Is it just Square?
Yeah, you know,
The
for roughly
Squaresoft,
10 or
Square
so
Enix?
years, it's been Square Enix. So
Okay,
keep
I
on
don't-
trucking,
I don't-
dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
know
if
who
he's
these
talking
people are.
about the
Anyway,
game, if he's talking about the game that I expect him to talk about, I believe they were Squaresoft at the time.
they were Squaresoft at the time, so I guess it's Square Enix now. Square Enix was trying to sneak the best Final Fantasy game past me and threw Final Fantasy IX up on Steam and iOS and Android this week. So I almost bought it on Steam, but I went and bought it on my iPhone so I can play it everywhere I go all the time. But I am super, super excited because Final Fantasy IX is definitely, by far, the best Final Fantasy.
Nice, dude. That's actually my favorite too.
See, it's secretly the best Final Fantasy. Like nobody knows that, but it's so true.
I really like it, but I can't call it the best. I can't do it.
That's okay. We know you're British, so you're wrong by birth. It's all right.
Fuck you.
Wow.
But I've always been, I don't know, with number 9, it was like one that I played a lot. But I always had an affection more for 7. And then again, my opinion is shit because I like 8, and apparently that's the worst one. So, meh.
British and 8. Oh, God.
Oh
God,
god,
dude, you're just screwing up. I don't even know how we're friends.
you like Squall? My god, you are an angsty idiot.
You mean Leon?
Leon.
He's not Leon in my world.
Leon is a better name than Squall.
Yeah, in Kingdom
Well, I can't
Hearts.
qualify my love for Final Fantasy IX. I just have a tail fetish.
Well, that's that.
I mean, no one can fault you for that. Because, I mean, the amount of podcasts I've been on where people have been saying that I've got some sort of weird attachment to Blake.
I feel like we can fault you for that.
What? That's totally true.
Nothing. We can move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of confirmed by now, Tyler.
I don't know
Hang
where
on,
you
guys.
guys see it.
We got a 6th guest on our podcast just walked in. Hang on.
Oh god.
Is the cat back?
The cat is back. Say hi, Jimmy. Come on.
Yay!
She never meows on command.
Just imagine Myshu being like, meow. Meow for their amusement.
Make noises.
She's very happy, though.
Good.
That's always good.
What would the name of the 6th guest be by any chance? Learn your cat's name.
She would be Jenny the cat, although I guess generally when I have an animal in the house, I just refer them by their species name, kind of like Pokemon. Pikachu, get over here. Clean up this barf you left all over the table.
Oh.
The
I wonder what
unseen
that would
things
look
that
like.
the unseen things after every Pokemon episode ends.
Pokeball's full of shit.
Oh God.
Well, they gotta do it, man.
Yeah, because I mean, whenever I need the cat and I'm yelling for her, I just say, "Come here, cat. Cat, get over here. Cat, get off of that. Cat, stop
Get in.
scratching that."
Whenever I need the cat.
I
Go
have a mighty
full-on
need
scorpion.
for cat.
She's got a thirst.
It's like,
Get
cat,
over
I'm
here."
lonely. Come over here and comfort me.
Yes, provide me emotional comfort.
It sounds like your cat is awesome, whereas the cats that I've had in the past have all been jackasses that completely avoid everyone, except for when it comes to dinner time, and that's it. You know?
Well, yeah.
Oh
I'm
no, this
guessing-
one's up my ass, like all the time. Like I can't sleep without cat in my face.
Where that's so we know where tail fetish comes from.
Ew.
Wow.
Nasty. It's so
So
annoying.
video games.
Yeah. It's so annoying when there's like a sudden drop in silence, drop of silence, because I'm like, that better not have been my connection.
God, what are you doing to the animal?
Are you just squeaking the
What a
cat?
horrendous noise it just made.
That's her standard meow. She's fine. She's fine.
That
I'm not
that is
abusing
not
her in
a
any way.
standard meow, madam.
Wow.
There it is.
She's derpy?
It's dying.
Do we actually have to put no animals were harmed in the making of this podcast at the start of this? Ah,
How do we know? This is audio only. We have no
I feel
evidence to
like we
support
would be
that.
lying.
Maybe she's just playing cat noises and there's not really a cat.
nah, I feel like this is genuine.
Okay, she's leaving. She's had enough.
Anyway, we were on Final Fantasy IX before we brought up
Right, yeah,
Tales.
it's just super great. Not excited about it. Been playing it, but the jump rope game is incredibly frustrating.
Oh god.
You're still in the
Because-
first town.
Well, I wanna unlock the stupid Tetra Master cards. Okay,
Of course, man.
So
Fuck
it is-
Tetra Master, sir.
it is so difficult to time the jumps with a touchscreen, and
Look,
it
Triple
does not
Triad
have-
is just way better. I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. That's the one thing that Final Fantasy VIII got right.
Yes, that is 100% true.
You guys ever watch the Switcher or Best Friends channel?
Yeah, did
No.
they play it then? Just Triple Triad or something?
Yeah, they finally did a Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII, and it's just a 40-minute video of them playing cards with everyone. And saying, man, this game's great. I don't know why people are shitting on it.
To be honest, like that was almost the first thing I started doing when I had the ability to start playing cards with anybody. Is just like bumping into people and hitting square and being like, play a game with me, play a card game. If it was real, like a real life context thing, it would be so bizarre, like running around your university with cards just dangling out in front of everyone's faces at every time. It's like,
It's middle
play
school
cards!
with Pokemon cards all over again.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you go to college where you learn how to stab people and everyone's really, really still into Magic the Gathering.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I have an affection with that game that just... I love that game.
8's kind of amazing. It's really kind of weird and obvious in the ways that you can see it inspires Ruby, I think.
Well, it's...
I mean, you got the Magical
it's
Academy
gold.
and all these mercenaries and... Well, I know Montillon loved the shit out of the game anyway, because he'd always wear that necklace that Squall had.
And Renoa being like... I don't understand, like, with Dead or Alive... not Dead or Alive. Dead Fantasy, the thing he made before anything of Ruby was planned, anything like that. I always found it interesting that he had an attachment with Renoa from that game.
He made Renoa OP.
Yeah. Like, even turning up with Squall's Gunblade as well. I was like, wow. He went into more... he paid a lot more attention to that one character.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Fun
That's
fact as
probably why
well.
everything in Ruby is a gun.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
And it's a gun!
Could be. Could be.
Fun fact, when Yang is looking for somebody in the yellow trailer, the picture on the phone, the scroll or whatever it is actually Renoa. So
Really?
that's
Are
the
you shitting
thing.
me?
You can look it up. I was shocked as well because I thought it was going to be, a picture of, I don't know, Adam or anything like that. But no, it's genuinely just a concept art picture of his version of Renoa. I was like, that's insane that he crossed it
That's
over.
actually really cool. I like that.
This is where everyone that's not into Ruby's like, what the fuck are they talking about?
What are these people talking about now?
Man, I just need to have an entire podcast dedicated to Ruby.
That was discussed.
Twice.
And possibly Skullgirls recently, which kind of ties into Final Fantasy IX. Because I recently been addicted to Skullgirls and playing it on Steam constantly. And when Jim mentioned that Final Fantasy IX was out on Steam, I was almost like, why on earth is he never playing it? Like, he's always online, but he's not playing it. There's something wrong here. Do you just have Steam open while playing Final Fantasy IX on something else?
Yeah, I pretty much leave Steam open on the regular. So
I was like,
it's
that's
just-
weird, man. Because when it came out, that's like the first message I got from you was just, holy shit, Final
Oh my
Fantasy
God,
IX, all caps.
freaked out. It was late at night too. Like when I learned about it. So I had almost bought it on Steam until I I had watched their little trailer that they made, and it says at the end on it for iPhone, Android, and PC. So that's when I went and decided. I really debated whether getting it on my iPhone or whether getting it on Steam because it is on sale. It's on sale rather for Steam because of the premiere week or whatever. But I was like, mobile gaming. I could play it all the time. I could play it at work on my lunch break. So it was worth the extra $5.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know. I'm addicted to Steam again now. Someone needs to take me away from it.
Tyler, just stop.
No, it's harder than it looks, and I've only just started playing on it again.
Just stop.
It cannot be helped.
I was watching the Rooster Teeth podcast, and somebody said that to Miles, and they're like, "You could use that in any context. Miles, just stop."
I mean, you could use it for anything, really. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
and Tyler, just stop recording the podcast. TJ, just stop being silent.
Do it.
Sorry,
do it.
TJ.
I just don't have anything to contribute. I've never played Final Fantasy.
Same.
I was about to yell at you because if you ended that sentence with, I don't play games, I can't contribute to this gaming topic, I was about to yell at you.
You can't discuss video games. Sorry.
I don't video game.
My psychiatrist has warned me against playing further video games.
God.
So then I
Video
told him
games
to
are
1v1 me.
Satan's. What? 1v1 me IRL, bro?
Get
Yeah,
wrecked.
360 no
Scrub Lord.
scopes. Okay, actually, one
Ah.
question I do have any of you guys tried out the there are a couple betas for games that are out today, like it's Doom and Battleborn on the Xbox
Oh, I
One.
totally thought you were going to talk about Halo 5 Warzone
That's
Firefight.
what I was just about to say.
I have
Oh my
tried
gosh.
that too.
That's what Sparks and I were doing. I think we did that for like 2-3 hours before the podcast
How
started.
about?
That's what they call it nowadays. Sorry.
Playing some Firefight, baby.
Yeah.
I only played one game, but it was a blast.
It's awesome.
Is it on multiple maps?
No, it's just
No.
on Escape from Ark right now.
Yeah,
That's
just because
what
of
I
the
thought.
beta.
But it was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, still super fun.
Oh yeah.
My favorite part is I actually use my Rex.
I know. Like I never want to use my
That's true.
Rex because they like everybody else uses me. But with the like I sat in a Wraith this morning for like an entire round, and usually that never happens. And I felt pretty powerful. It was awesome.
I got in a Scorpion tank when the Phaetons showed up. Yeah, they got wrecked.
Yeah.
It was fun. Wait,
H.
is it different every single game?
I think the objectives are, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They mix them up. There are probably going to be more objectives with the actual release.
Yeah. I hope they manage to, like, one thing that I really hope Halo will do in the future is make actual unique bosses to fight. Instead of
Yeah.
kind of doing the Destiny thing where they just take the same old guy and make him bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, the Warden
Well, yeah,
Eternal,
that's
the
kinda what
Warden
they did.
Eternal is unique, but they just copy and paste him on every map.
And this
Right.
time he's a
Yeah.
different color. Ooh, spooky scary.
That
Sorry.
is-
He's
that is
red and
actually true.
angry.
Yeah, I was
And,
gonna say it's the modern equivalent of palette swapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Warzone Firefight, he is in fact a different color. At the end, he is black and red instead of like what silverish and gold.
Yeah. And he's
Yep.
very angry.
Very angry.
Yeah. So yeah, that was. I'm guessing with that, you guys haven't checked out any of the other betas that are out.
No,
No.
haven't had time.
I've been playing
Ah.
Skullgirls too much.
Yeah, I understand the whole not having time thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
working on my final project for this semester in school. So
Yeah. Same here. School's like getting bogged down. Like the closer I get to the end of my semester, it's like my teachers are trying to cram more and more like work in just under the wire.
That's why
Oh,
it's called
yeah.
finals.
Yeah. Like, God, having memories of university, it was kind of like the first 10 weeks. Cakewalk, you can do whatever you want and still pass and be fine and, be on track. Then let's say the 10 weeks up until the end of everything, it's like the exact opposite. You have no time to sleep, to breathe, to eat. You have to study suddenly. It's like,
Yeah. But anyway, let's stop
Never
talking about
equal.
things that make me sad. And
Give us the 1,000-yard stare.
just be like, TJ, you know that time when you have to work really, really hard? Do you want to talk about that for an entire podcast?
Sounds
Every
like a
day.
great
yeah,
idea.
no.
Oh, man.
So that's all I got.
What's everybody else playing?
Skullgirls.
Okay, what is
Actually-
Skullgirls?
Yeah.
What was that, sorry?
What is Skullgirls?
Um,
Sounds like a bad porno.
Wow. I don't even want to
Or
think
a
about
good
that.
porno.
well, I was just about to say. It's just
Are
like
there cats involved, Tyler?
I was about to say no, but actually there is a
Tails.
cat in there that has a tail. Nah.
She hot?
Nah.
Well, I mean, Blake, basically.
Not compared to Blake. No, Skullgirls, the best way to think about it is just essentially like Street Fighter or Guilty Gear, like just a fighting game. But I've never had a
fighting game.
It's a fighting game. But it interested me because at first I got it for a laugh because I heard some of the music from it and I looked at some of the artwork and I was like, wow, this is, pretty fucking good. I like the idea of this. I'm like 4 years behind the production of it. Like, if I had known this thing existed well in advance, I would have been backing it at any point. But yeah, I don't know. It's like there's something that intrigues me because normally you get a game like Soul Calibur and you can button mash to victory straight away on like any setting. This game, it humbled me pretty good on easy. Like, I've only just gotten used to how quick you have to be to play the fucking game. It's weird. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend. That's
Nothing
my
about the
rating system.
gameplay, but the animations in that game give me a small lady boner.
Jesus,
Small lady
Myshu.
boners.
Yeah, the
a small one?
animation's amazing for it as well.
Yeah, like I've watched the lead animator talk on a panel about her process, and it's just really amazing. It's really good shit.
And what I like as well, I've never seen a game being so open with all the behind the scenes stuff. Like, they will give you the entire model sheets, they will give you all the patch notes. If you go into training mode, you can see where all the hitboxes are. You can see how many frames it takes to do a move and stuff like that. It's intense.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen it happen. And I like all the little weeaboo references kind of in there. Like, certain palette swapped colors of the characters give you like... for example, I think you can get knee socks from Panty and Stocking if you change Parasol's color scheme. Like, you can get the same color scheme as that character. It's like a clear head nod towards anime and stuff. I think Fuqua has one as well, and
That's really why Tyler likes this game.
Squiggly
Makes sense now.
Squiggly actually has one for Zone Sama, which actually did work on the game and didn't just make a Rule 34 thing of it. This is where it goes very quiet and awkward because I've just straight up admitted that I knew who Zone was. And everyone's like, oh.
I was just looking at the game on Steam. I was looking at the
Get it?
artwork for it.
Don't think, just buy.
My concern is that I buy this game and then I never play it with you, Tyler. That would be really...
No, here's the problem, yeah? I can never play games online on anything because I'm like 20 seconds behind everybody because of my connection.
Oh, see, well, yeah. If I can't play it with you, Tyler, I don't even want to try.
Yeah, then I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, it sucks that my connection's so bad. I was trying to play Happy Wars, and you guys understand. Have you guys played Happy Wars before?
Yeah, I've played.
Nope.
I've played with you. Like,
Oh yeah, of course, Jim has. When I play it online on Steam, it would have, like, when you enter the battle.
Cat attack. Cat attack. Okay, she's back.
My connection. Oh god.
Sounds horrible.
Oh my gosh. We
She's
have a
not
family.
broken or diseased. She just has a smoker's meow. It's fine.
I see. We have a family cat at my friend's place that whenever the cat makes a sound like that, we tell them to stop squeaking the cat because they squeeze him too hard.
God. Squeak.
I can imagine you picturing that scenario. But no,
Yeah.
that's really just the way she sounds. Everyone's really jarred by it every time they hear her meow. It's like, what's wrong with your cat?
It does sound horrible.
The thing is,
TJ, what the hell did you send us?
Yeah, what is this?
yeah, TJ.
Bork.
This is so weird. We're the
See,
video
she's
that
happy.
I'm watching right now is the husky with really, really wide eyes and creepy. It's really creepy now.
This is TJ's way of contributing sometimes.
Yay. Good job, TJ. You contributed.
Haunting our nightmares. Wait. Oh, God. I was remembering where I was. On the Happy Wars, my connection is so bad that once I join a battle, like the first towers have already been captured. So I'm like a straight up half a minute behind everybody.
Wow.
It's so hard to play a single game. So can you imagine on a fighting game where like reactions to everything have to be like split second? You just can't. I can't English today either.
It's okay. I know how you feel.
Sparks understands. That's good.
I can
She
never
did have
English.
some difficulty this morning, that's for sure.
I don't even remember what I was trying to say.
I don't remember what you were trying to say either, but you were having a hard time saying it. Struggling.
I've been having that problem a lot. I think I need to take voice classes or whatever, speech classes. Like how do I speak again?
Look, I've had that thought on this podcast as well. TJ and Jim and Louise, if he's listening.
Wait, for all of you guys?
Well, they've all taken the piss out of me because I can't say the number 3 correctly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could do that, but
There
I
it
can't
is.
even say words. So, can say a word. It's just not the correct one.
Yeah, in my case, it's just I can't do numbers, apparently. 1, 2, 3.
Juan.
Juan. It turned into some Mexican dude.
Don't you mean
Free.
1, 2, 3?
Juan.
TJ, don't go there.
Hey, I have a huge problem that was pointed out to me, and
Uh-oh.
suddenly my life is a little emptier now that this has
Go
been
on.
pointed out. But do any of you live near a Krispy Kreme donut?
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Well, fuck
I
two
used
of
to.
you, and I sympathize with the other two.
I guess that's us.
You're missing out.
Oh god, well, I'd had them once in my life, and I don't know where they came from, but my roommate was Googling, it's like, man, I miss Krispy Kreme. I'm like, well, let's go get one. And she's like, oh, it's in Houston, 2 hours away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth the trip.
It
There's
is,
one about 30 minutes away.
yeah, my saying is that if they aren't Krispy Kreme donuts, they aren't real donuts. Period, the end.
I mean, I used to have a gas station with like Krispy Kreme in it, but it's not real Krispy Kreme.
Oh, how do you knock off Krispy Kreme?
No.
What do you mean?
It was the Krispy Kreme
Just make a
company,
donut.
but they're not good unless they're fresh.
Yeah.
I would
that's
dispute
true.
that. No. I disagree.
Okay, I have probably the a not good opinion. I don't like Krispy Kreme.
Uh-oh.
I can't.
See,
This is
there
where
you go.
Jim just falls apart.
What?
Jim screams into the microphone.
There's so many better
"No!"
donut places.
What do you mean?
Oh no.
Voodoo Donuts.
What is that? I haven't even heard of it.
It's amazing. They're amazing.
That sounds like crap. Voodoo
so good.
donuts?
Yeah.
No. That sounds
Yes.
stupid.
That sounds like that Halloween urban legend about like razor blades and candy apples. Like, you bite into it, it's full of pins.
They started in Oregon and they're delicious. I think there's one in Austin. I'm gonna look it up.
I refuse to believe.
It's called Voodoo, and it started in fucking Oregon.
That sounds
Yeah,
like some
and not
West Coast
Louisiana.
hippie crap is what it sounds like.
It is, and they're great. Like
No.
hippies made good things for once.
No.
Oh,
They're really
that
good.
explains it.
There's a really good donut place up in New England. I don't know how popular it is, but it's Honeydew Donuts. And they actually make like fresh donuts every day.
I can sense Jim just like
Yes, there's
gripping,
one in Austin.
gripping the microphone, being like, "It's not Krispy. It's not Krispy Kreme, no."
It's not Krispy Kreme donuts. It's not real donuts.
Donuts didn't exist before Krispy Kreme.
Right, they didn't exist.
Even if you make your own donuts at home, they're not donuts, damn it.
Wait,
Not
I
real
have made my
donuts.
own donuts.
They're
Delicious.
just bread.
The first donut ever created on Earth was actually created by Krispy Kreme in the future and sent back in time.
Whoa.
God damn.
According to Jim,
Donutception.
I think this
Hey,
is.
TJ contributed.
Yeah, he did.
I made someone chuckle.
I also think this is the second time that someone's gotten loud and almost angry about food on the podcast.
It's a very passionate topic.
It is.
Yeah. The first time being Gaff about tuna, when me and Tyler just went, ugh, like, at the same
Okay,
time.
okay.
Wait,
Do you guys check the YouTube comments?
Sometimes.
I asked what's tuna.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Tuna.
Tuna.
I don't know.
Is that
That's a
another
good-
word
Tuna.
that I can't pronounce properly?
I was gonna say, do you mean tuna?
Oh,
Yeah, it's tuna.
Tuna.
Tuna? Is that what you mean?
tuna.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that
Chicken
was
of
like
the sea.
tuna. Got it.
Or in other words,
is funny.
dolphin.
Oh.
You guys mean you don't have tuna over there?
Wow.
CHUNA?
No.
Tuna.
That's where you find out it's
I
actually
want to
a
draw a
fish.
dolphin with a yarmulke on it.
Oh god. I want to get to the point where I'm as good as like some of the people I've seen on Rooster Teeth at drawing. Myshu being one of them. I cannot art as good as
Yes.
Myshu, and I want to art as good as Myshu, and I can't. Myshu,
I've
how
been
do
balls
you
deep
art?
in animation right now. It's very time-staking process. So it's great because it always looks good at the end, but it's like, well, wait 3-4 months for the next one.
Oh yeah, I can kind of sympathize with that because I think it was good 9. My voice went. I think it was good. A good 9 years ago, where I used to do like little stick figure animations, and surprisingly enough, they still take hours and hours and days, and then potentially weeks before you can finish off like a minute of animation. It takes
Oh yes, it's a
way
commitment.
too long.
You gotta put a ring on that shit.
Yeah. Which is ironic because now I'm just getting into like drawing one frame. And I can't do anatomy anymore. I used to do stick figure animations all the time with proper anatomy, and now it's like, how do I even draw arms? I can only do faces at the moment. It's driving me insane.
All the proper anatomy?
Well,
Oh,
not all.
come on, lady. Come on.
Hi.
Anatomically
Hey,
correct
okay,
stick
okay,
figures.
I'm just thinking about Calvin and Hobbes, where he makes an anatomically correct snowman.
Oh god.
I
Sorry.
need to see this.
Yeah, it's. Hang on, I gotta find that. And
Wait, no.
I
I don't need
mean-
to see this.
no, it's like his mother's just yelling at him, telling like this. The snowman is facing away. You can't see it.
So it's like British humor. You can't see the wing.
Yeah, exactly. It's too small.
Hey. Oh. I want to defend Britain, but at this point, I think I just let it go.
You'd better.
I can't defend myself against 4 Americans.
That's something I see so often in British humor, though. I think one of the times I visited, I can't talk, Scotland when I was about 12 or something, we were driving past a big billboard, and I guess the joke on the billboard was that a group of small school kids were being driven naked off a pier into a body of water, like a lake. I'm like, where's this funny? I don't know. It's just a bunch of little bums flying off a pier into a river. And that was my impression of Britain at the time. I was 12.
We have weird humor.
I do like your humor.
Damn straight. Because when we make something and then the Americans try to copy it, it suddenly loses the charm that it has. You guys wrecked In Between Us, by the way. What the hell was that, guys?
That's not always
what you're
right.
talking about.
That example is not always true. The Office was pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I will
The
give you
Office.
credit. I will give you credit. The Office was pretty good. But
Well, hey, we're about to ruin Harry Potter. How you feel about that?
Yeah.
That'll be
Wait, no, but
interesting.
J.K. Rowling wrote the book. It's a great book. Like fantastic. Where to find them? It's like maybe 50 pages long.
Yeah, the trailer's out now. It actually does look like it would be pretty good. So I have hopes.
You have hopes. Nah, not
I
saying
have
if they're good or bad.
At this
Well-
point in my life, I'm just cautiously optimistic about every movie I want to see. I
Yeah.
don't get on the hype train for anything anymore.
Yeah, that's a good way to be.
I'm on the hype train for a movie that's coming out in about 2 years. It's a year and 11 months.
What movie?
Damn.
Ready Player One.
Oh, that thing written by
She is
Ernest Cline. Okay.
first
Yeah.
class on that hype train, guys. Let me tell you.
Holy mackerel.
She's literally the one.
Amazing.
You mean Holy Tuna?
Yes.
Tuna.
Tuna.
Bumblebee Tuna.
I'm driving the hype train.
Yeah.
Not really, but
She built the tracks.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I am very excited for that. I was angry at Star Wars for a while because the release date for Ready Player One was December 18th. No, hang on, shoot. Yeah, it was December 18th, 2017. Guess what else was coming out in December 18th, 2017? Ready Player One. I was angry. But then they moved forward like 3 months, and now they're March 30th, so 28th. Yeah, one of those places, but
I've never seen someone get angry over like colliding dates like that.
yeah. Okay,
It's like, "Oh,
if
how
you got
could they do
Star
this?"
Wars, which is a huge freaking movie, over the movie that you've been waiting literally since 2012 to see, then and you know like Star Wars is going to completely overshadow it, then you kind of get like disheartened.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
but,
sense.
You know,
I was
if
kinda
you
like
enjoy
that
film,
with
you
the-
enjoy film.
I was kind of like that with The Martian, but they moved that back like a couple months, so it didn't mess with Star Wars.
The Martian was
Mess.
huge. It's awesome.
Exactly, but if it had come out like at the same time as Star Wars, no one would have seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Star Wars kind of overshadows things with its just giganticness.
Yeah. Pretty much everything Star Wars that's coming out, I'm just staying at that level of cautious optimism. Like, I'm not going to say it looks good, not going to say it looks bad. I'm just going to wait till it comes out.
Here's the one thing I've
So
never
no-
understood. Oh, sorry, Jim. But the one thing I've never ever understood about Star Wars and their marketing behind Force Awakens is why did they need to advertise at all? Because didn't you guys get it where it was like on cereal boxes and just fucking everywhere? Everywhere you went, any store, there was a product that had Star Wars on it.
Yeah,
They
the
could've-
toy aisle at Walmart is just
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
All
action
Star Wars.
figures.
Yeah, couldn't
I-
they saved a lot of money and just been like, here's the teaser trailer, this is when it comes out, and we're not going to put any money towards advertising anything else? Because how many people were going to watch that film as soon as they saw the
Oh,
YouTube
yeah.
trailer? You know?
Although I will say,
Absolutely.
like, what they were trying to do, I think, is they're obviously that movie was set up to easily introduce new people to the franchise. So I think they were trying to like reach out to that like 1% of people and get them to go see Star Wars. So if it's 1% of people who've never seen it, they're probably like hiding under a rock, which means you have to
Yeah.
put the advertisement like under the rock.
Yeah,
So
but-
they just have to shotgun it everywhere. But I will say
but-
one thing. They really fucked that up, I think, in one sense, and that they overhyped the movie.
yeah.
Like, I mean, way overhyped. Because I have a friend who's a huge Star Wars fan, and he absolutely hated the movie. And I think it was only because he was overhyped by it. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
It's like you're promised, like a chest full of gold, and all they give you is a $20 bill. Well, no, all they give you is like $10,000, but you still wanted the shiny gold.
Yeah, it's still good,
I'm-
but you're disappointed in it.
I'm like really hit or miss with my analogies.
No, that makes sense. Because if you were just told
yeah,
straight up,
Yeah.
that you were getting 20 grand, that would have been good enough. But if
Yeah.
you were told you were going to get treasure and then ended up with 20 grand, you would have been like, oh, fuck it.
It's like I have all these pieces of paper, but I wanted a chest full of gold.
I need
is-
I need some help.
Jim, you
guys.
need
Yeah,
help?
you do.
Yeah, well, Sparks knows how much help I need, but I need on this topic specifically with the whole hype thing. So I feel like when it comes to the hype train, like the only person responsible for the hype train is you, because
Yes.
you hype it up internally in your own way, and I guess I
So you say each individual is responsible for listening to hype or not listening to hype.
right. Well, so I guess so. If you see something advertised, and this is how it worked for me in Star Wars. So I see Star Wars Episode 8, like the very first teaser trailer, advertised, and I got super excited about it because Star Wars is a big deal for me. But all I did was see an advertisement, and immediately on the inside, that was all internal. That was my own hype. So I guess I don't understand why people get frustrated about the hype train, because it's nobody forces you to get hyped about something. You get hyped about something.
Well, I don't think people get frustrated with the hype train. I think people just get frustrated at the end result. You know, like, the hype train can work in a way. It's just unfortunate if it goes too far and misses its destination.
I mean, I see what you're saying, Jim. Like, and it's completely true. The hype train is all internalized. But the thing is, the hype train has to be conducted by someone. And you set up a pretty long hype train for people to jump on. And that's fine. You want to build hype to get people to see your movie. But the thing is, once they're on the train, they can't control it. And I don't know. Like,
So I guess my thing is this. So if your friend was not happy with Star Wars Episode 7 because, did I say 8 earlier? I meant Episode 7. Because of the hype that was built up around it, and then he felt let down by it. What was the disconnect there? Was it just different than what he imagined? Because of course it's going to be different. It's somebody else making it. It's not you making your own Star Wars movie.
yeah. Well, I mean,
So whose fault is that? Is that his fault for setting the wrong expectations for himself?
This guy, I would absolutely say it's his fault, because he is one of the most critical people I've ever met. But he's also, like, literally read every single piece of Star Wars lore there is. So you try and have a conversation with him, and he tells you every reason why you're wrong. But besides that, like, he literally set himself up for failure. If he didn't go into it thinking this is somebody else's take on the Star Wars universe, it's a new canon, and he just he was excited for it, and he set himself to be let down because he probably was honestly expecting either something completely out of left field or something like identical to what happened in the canon after Episode 6. You know what I mean? He didn't want anything in between, which is kind of...
he was probably read too much of the canon and had his mind focused on that.
Yeah.
I've read nearly all of the expanded universe of the old canon and everything that's new, except for I think the Leia comic book. I haven't read that one. So I mean, I can understand that, but when somebody says, "Okay, it's going to be a new canon," I think you have to go into it with an understanding that you have to divorce yourself from what was before.
Exactly. I don't think he did that.
Okay, so that's all right. So it's not the hype train, quote unquote. It's not the hype train's fault. It's their own fault, and I guess that's what
Definitely.
I guess I feel like sometimes people talk about, the hype for such and such was so great and it was such a big letdown. When people say that, it's like, well, you're the one who falls into that trap. Like, you put yourself there. Like Rainbow Six Siege had, I felt like, a lot of hype around it, but not for me. Like, there's tons of people who love it and played it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tyler. You want?
Sorry. It's just when you said that, like, when there's a lot of hype built up around it, even if there's a lot of hype coming from, like, millions of people, say, like, hundreds of millions of people see a trailer for something and they get hyped about it, in the end, it's still your own fault for being, like, getting excited about it, because I don't know the best way to put it. I put it well on a podcast beforehand, but I've never really got myself hyped about anything. I like to go into any piece of medium with absolutely no expectations recently, because you can appreciate the film for what it is if you have not literally obsessed over it for weeks before it come out, you know?
Yeah, I know how that feels. Ender's
Yeah.
Game was that for me. I was livid at
Yeah.
Ender's Game because I had read everything and I was in the middle of reading the prequels, which are great, by the way.
Yeah, and you did that to
and I was
yourself.
like, yeah, exactly. I was like, if I hadn't like completely obsessed over this thing, I'd be like, okay, it's an alright movie.
Yeah.
But I was like angry, so it was bad.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
I guess that's the point I want to get to. Is it's like, oh, it's the fault of the hype, and it's like, well, it's not though.
It's not the fault of the hype at all, because
Okay.
in the end, let's say the hype is a thing that you can enter. You're
Right, you
the
gotta
one
buy
that's
into
getting involved. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still somehow avoid it, because look, if I didn't get too excited about Star Wars 7, like I knew people that were excited about it. Like I know Jim and Vic, and that's all you really need to know when suddenly
That's a true statement.
True story.
you know, even Louise and TJ are obsessed with it kind of to a point, but you two know so much about it that I've never even heard of. But like even you guys were sending me links to the trailers. I would watch the trailers, but I knew people as well that would probably be one of the first couple of hundred people that watched the trailers. They were that obsessed. You know, if I could avoid the hype, then anyone can.
Yeah.
I don't know about avoiding the hype on Star Wars. It's literally everywhere. I would call the word
You could do it.
oversaturation.
You can definitely do it. Like we have cereal boxes over here with Darth Vader's face on it, and I'm just
Oh
like,
my god, that's so true. I was
like, man.
buying Rice Krispie treats at the friggin' store here like 2 weeks ago, and of course I bought the Star Wars Rice Krispie treats that have Kylo Ren and the Stormtroopers all over it
Yeah.
on the box. It's like, for what? Like why? Like for what? They're still Rice Krispie treats.
The
Have you guys
marketing
ever
team.
tried the Star Wars brand marshmallow cereal things?
Are
No.
they any different?
No, but
They
that
ha-
sounds
they
awesome.
have actually. It wasn't that good. I'm like, oh, Star Wars, this will be
Oh.
delicious, and then I tasted it, and
No.
it's like, can I have my Lucky Charms back?
Star Wars flavor tastes like metal from the Death Star.
And explosions.
Star Destroyer flavored.
Yeah.
Shrapnel.
Tastes like crushed up Alderaan.
Oh, and dust from people.
Oh.
What was that old Simpsons episode where they had the razor blades in the cereal?
Oh,
Tastes like
What?
burning.
it was the Krusty the Clown cereal or something, and it was like the spiked
gosh.
O.
Wow.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it gave Bart appendicitis or something like that.
Yeah. God, that one was one of the older Simpsons. That's something I haven't watched in years. But it's still going. It kind of amazes me.
Yeah, I think at the present moment it's more popular in Europe than it is in the States, which is crazy.
Probably not in the UK either. Like the old episodes get replayed over here, and they seem to get like a lot of viewing, I guess, because like even friends, you know, they'll talk to me about, you know, something that was on. Oh, it was that episode from 10 years ago, and it's like, oh yeah, shit, I remember that. I've not heard anything from the new seasons, and they do get broadcast over here, and we just don't talk about them. There's no excitement
We
about it
just don't
anymore.
Talk about them.
Well, it's like when something new comes out, there's got to be some sort of hype, surely. We're back on hype. But with Simpsons, you kind of
Depends on the
expect it.
advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, there has to be some form of
Yeah, I mean-
advertising. Sure.
Also, like how big it is. Like if you have something small and new that comes out, nobody's gonna know about it.
Well, The Simpsons is huge. I mean, it's been around for years. It's just that you know it's going to come out again with another season, and content has not made me chuckle for a little while. I'm not going to sound hipster by saying that, am I? It's just a bit.
No,
weird.
you're not alone. A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, I haven't really like. I haven't cared about The Simpsons in a long time, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I would watch some
I
of
don't
the
think
old
I've
ones
ever
and
cared
forget
about The
stuff.
Simpsons.
Sparks, how dare you?
How
Oh,
how very
alright.
hipster of you.
No,
Such a hipster thing to say.
explanation.
Such a hipster.
My parents never let me watch The Simpsons, so I didn't have that hype growing up as a kid. I'm like, I just don't care.
Did
You
they
know,
let
I
you
mean,
watch
like-
South Park instead?
Nope.
Fucking hell, TJ.
Like, I never watched South Park. I
God,
never watched
parents
Family
with
Guy.
us-
I never watched. Well, they were very conservative, and I like the childhood that I grew up with, but I just never watched that kind of TV.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, my parents never let me watch that stuff either. I just watched it on my own when they weren't there.
No, I was
Good man.
outraged at parents that would not let kids watch The Simpsons, but would let them watch South Park.
Yeah. That was
Like-
always bad.
There are 20 less frames per episode, so it's okay for you.
Sure.
I don't think it works that way, TJ, for some reason.
No,
You'd
no,
be
it's
wrong.
fine.
Yeah, that's what the rating board goes by. Number of frames.
Number of frames per second per episode.
Is it
One
okay for
FPS.
kids? Number of frames.
Offensiveness per frame over time. There's an equation.
Yep.
Ah, we can make a mathematical algorithm for this.
I'm in Calc 1, can confirm.
Do it. Where's my whiteboard?
Give
Got,
me
gotta
my
do some
marker
integrals
pen.
on this shit.
Whiteboard. Sound 1980s of you.
1980s is a chalkboard.
True enough.
Yeah.
Okay. How very
Whiteboard is
90s
like
of you.
chalk.
2000s.
Oh, cat attack. Cat's coming
90s
back.
is a whiteboard, 2000s is freaking smartboard.
No, cat.
No, the cat's dying.
Cat is dying.
Save the
Fine.
kitty.
Yeah.
Did you just
God.
grow a lot of cigarettes?
That's
Well,
what
she
it
was
reminds me
outside.
of.
Maybe she had a smoke break.
Maybe.
Jim, it's the
Just stopped
smoker
out for a
voice
smoke.
that you
Yeah.
do. You
could talk to the cat in that.
baby.
That's
How you
the
doing,
cat equivalent. Oh god, I love that voice so much. I must be like a quarter of the views of that particular podcast. It's just when he breaks out doing the smoker voice, that's it.
Oh, darling, that's my morning voice.
Oh god.
Nice.
Ah, jeez. I love it as well when the cat meows. Suddenly the topic has to change.
That's like our topic change noise
That's
now.
a topic change.
Can
but-
you record that and make that the topic change noise for like every
No,
podcast?
no,
That'd
don't
be
make
funny.
me do more
No,
work.
that's a lot of work.
Come on, Tyler. Yeah,
That's
it's
a-
not
Look.
that much work, right?
No,
Huh?
it's a lot of work.
Sparks.
I'm making fun.
That
Sparks,
would be a lot
we,
of work.
We've been pretty consistent this podcast talking about, content that's relatively in the same bandwidth, if you know what I mean. But with Louise
Yeah.
here, sometimes it can be like, oh, on that segue, we're now going to be talking about teeth. And now on
I
this
love this
segue, we're going to be
So funny.
talking about something else.
Jeez, we're gonna talk about
How often do we make an actual segue?
Oh, God.
Into
don't know.
teeth.
Well, that's how random he can be.
Relevant segue.
There's nothing wrong with randomness.
There's nothing wrong with randomness, but he does it pretty quickly, and I don't want to be like, I better listen to this podcast and make sure I have all the cat sounds to make sure to make sure every time he makes a segue that I can squeeze in a quick meow.
Would you?
Can we just get a soundbite of Mishu's cat and just use that instead of bleeping noises for swear words from now on?
No, I mean,
Jenny loves it.
Would we? Would we?
I guess it
we
would
have
be
to
Until
do-
weird.
Quirky's on.
Oh God! If we're
Quirky.
gonna make that noise, they have the cat noise every time we do a subject change. Would we have the noise when you change from one subject to another, and then would you do it again if it goes back to the original subject?
Oh.
You reverse it. Or something. I don't know how
Play
it
reverse.
sounds.
And just loop it when the subject keeps changing rapidly.
I wonder what a cat sound would sound like backwards.
I did it perfectly. Someone reverse
Awesome.
that.
There we go. Question
No need
answered.
to look further, sirs.
I'm actually gonna see, I'm gonna put that clip in reverse and see if that sounded anywhere near a cat meow. Post-production talk right there. Ugh.
Hey, I want to talk about Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3 is a thing.
Here's the thing. The only funny story I have about it is that I was driving home from work it was around 10:40 at night, 11 o'clock at night, and I pass a GameStop on my way home. I'm like, the GameStop's open. And I see people lined outside them. Aha, suckers, I thought, and I drive home. And the next day, I get a text from my brother and says, man, I was outside last night at that GameStop trying to get Dark Souls 3. I'm like, sucker.
I knew one of those suckers.
Oh my god. I could never do that, by the way. I could never queue outside a store for a video game. Life is too short, people. You're going to get the game eventually, okay? I know that they want to be, leveling up and getting higher up than everyone
there's
else,
no
but
birth
still...
of release copies of Dark Souls fucking 3. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
There's going to be millions of copies of that, You don't have to be one of the first in your state or town or whatever the fuck
you
to
do,
get
sir.
it.
You don't understand.
Maybe I don't, but some fucker in Australia would have gotten it before you.
So just as somebody who's gone to midnight releases, I will say the reason I have gone to them is because the GameStops around here will actually have they'll actually let people sometimes play the game early out in the parking lot. They'll bring out one of the consoles and hook it up to a big TV, but they won't connect it to the internet so they can play whatever the game is. At least they've done that in the past. I don't know if you can do that now with all the DLC you gotta have, all the downloads that you gotta do for games on day one. But
they do have day one exclusives too, and bonuses or whatever DLCs they want to put out with it.
Right. So yeah, it's usually it's kind of cool to just meet up with people. I'm not gonna say it's a miniature convention, a miniature con. That wouldn't be quite right. But
it's like a convention where everyone's more rude.
I actually like the queues. I understand the queue line, the queue concept, because you meet so many cool people in line. Every once in a while, it depends on the line, but
yeah,
it's if you're waiting in line for something, then you talk to the people around you and you get to know them. My experience with waiting in line for an opening was an REI in my area. My friends dragged me to this REI, and I was like, guys, no, it's cold. But it was actually a lot of fun. We got to know the people around us, and it was pretty cool. Probably same with GameStop.
I guess that actually makes it sound a lot better, but...
No, that sounds like fucking socializing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay.
The hell with that.
I mean, yeah.
I don't play video games for that.
It's a common interest that you can all relate to, but I still couldn't stand outside camping or doing... I guess that's really for the
Camping?
people that get there.
No.
Yeah, the people that get there way
outside.
too early.
Maybe for half an hour. I'm not... No, this is not a multi-hour ordeal. You can fuck that.
Yeah.
Mine was an all-night thing, and I was like, you're awful friends. But I still had a lot of fun.
See, I've been obsessed with Final Fantasy ever since fucking, I don't know, birth, I don't know. But I still... I still see adverts for Final Fantasy 15, and instead of being hyped up for it, I just sit there and go, yeah, tell me when it's actually fucking out, yeah? It's been advertised for fucking years. I remember, was it 4 years ago when, there was a first little teaser trailer thing of it where it showed the cinematic? And now I'm just like, look, give me the date, and then eventually, when I get time off work, I will go and get it. I'm not going to, book a day off work and wait in line to get it. I'll get it when I want it.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I'm interested in 15, to be honest. It looks pretty,
GTA.
I like that it looks what?
It looks a little like GTA at some points.
It actually, I like the idea that it's in the same world as 13. Isn't it supposed to be a prequel? It's the same planet, I guess? But it's earlier in their history?
Because I don't really know. That's
what one of my
history.
friends was telling me. Yeah, what is it? Type 0 is the medieval, feudal times of that world. And 13 is the post-apocalyptic kind of thing, in the world type stuff. While 15 is kind of supposed to be the industrial era.
It's got to be that, because 15 to me, when you look through the cinematics, it's very weird to see soldiers in armor with machine guns and the environments that they have, and they're driving around in cars.
Yeah, 1950s muscle cars.
Yeah, and I was like, actually, this done a very good job at mixing all these different times together, I suppose, because the first time I watched it, I didn't pay it any attention whatsoever. Then the second time I watched it, I just went, hang about. they're wearing suits of armor with machine guns. Like,
Right.
what? And they've all got magic and shit. Is this past, present, or future? It seems to be a bit of everything.
Yeah. It's so I'm interested in it for that aspect, to kind of like know what the world of 13 was like before 13, because 13 kind of kicks off like pretty close to the end of the world type stuff.
Oh yeah,
Especially if we play the whole series. So
yeah. Ragnarok isn't fun.
no.
This is where we start talking about Final Fantasy again. Full circle, boys.
Sorry.
The whole state of the Final Fantasy fandom is so weird because, like, Final Fantasy, even within its own fans, we're all burnt out. We're like, just come out already. It's like,
Who was it that wasn't one of the creators or the producers of Final Fantasy 15 this past week? He said that Final Fantasy is a franchise that has it has met its peak, and it's actually the peak of its popularity. It's actually a post-popular franchise at this point.
yeah, it's only going to go down.
Right. I was like, wow, that's pretty fucking harsh.
That's
The question is that
say.
which title do you think it peaked?
I mean, we could look at graphs. Maybe there's like a
Don't
Google
fucking
image.
math it up, nerd.
Well, I don't want to make assumptions and say that it was 7 and then find out that it was 9 and piss everyone off here, like Jim.
I don't think it was 9. I'm being realistic. While I love 9 a lot, I don't think it was 9.
God help us if it was 10 too.
I almost want to say it was 10. Or
I
at
was
least
gonna say
close to
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 is reasonable. 10-2 was...
Well, 10-2 was such a bag of terrible dicks. I mean, it was like...
I wanted it to be good.
I
wanted
think
it
a lot
to
of
be
people
so
wanted it to be
good, and it was terrible, man.
Right. And, so...
I think a weird
10-2
consensus on Final Fantasy X-2 is that it was fun, but a bad Final Fantasy.
The only thing that I hated about that one was, with all the other Final Fantasies, you can get away with playing it. You know, like, I often played it in front of my family or, you know, in a room where my family would mingle. There were several moments of Final Fantasy X-2 where I became painfully aware how full my room was. You know, like...
Satisfy LeBlanc.
That's what I was going to say. The fucking massage scene with LeBlanc was like, what? And I got the hot spring scene as well. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
As somebody who never played 10-2, there's somebody's name in that game is the White. That's what LeBlanc is. It's the White.
Yeah, LeBlanc.
Oh my god.
And like LeBlanc and her minions could
Japanese.
just go
It's
suck
so
it.
funny.
Every time I hear LeBlanc, I keep thinking of the League of Legends champion.
The White. Wow, that's good shit.
That's a
Spran.
name. That's a real name. It's not a Japanese thing.
I mean, it's not split hairs
are
and
you
take the piss
shitting
out
me?
of
Like,
lice.
LeBlanc is like the name, like a real person's name.
Yeah, and real people's name are pretty stupid. If you look at most of them.
Apple.
Like, Smith. Oh, he was a blacksmith. Or Cobblestone.
Or George.
Well, you could have gone with Tyler.
I could have.
Well, it's trying to be impersonal.
Yeah.
No offense to any cobblestones out there, I guess.
You could be known as TJ. Just in general.
I know.
I was trying to get him back, but I can't. I'm just too tired. Should we move on to questions, or do we actually have no more questions left? We're getting to the bottom of the barrel.
As a person who is a terrible host and who is not prepared in the least for this great responsibility, I don't even know. If we have
Honestly,
questions.
it's impossible to be prepared for the questions because the site is so bad.
Is it
It's-
okay? I'm just gonna. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm blaming it on the site.
It's getting better. I think. I don't know. I recently not had any problems with the site, which is weird for me to admit.
Well, can we edit? Do we actually have admin powers on our own forum yet?
No.
Hey, okay,
Then
I
it
have a
still
solution
sucks.
for that though. I've been like somewhat listening. So you can edit your own questions. So I've been going
Yeah.
and editing the questions that have been answered. But basically you can just tell Sonny to edit all his own questions. So there's solution.
I mean,
So just
That does work, but that's also getting a hold of everyone that's ever asked us a question and
Right.
being like, yo, put a tag next to your message. Edit that shit for us.
Where, God, where did we leave off with questions?
To be honest, I think like even if you ask similar questions that we've already similar questions, if you ask questions that have already been answered, it's not going to hurt us really because I don't think we have any new questions at this point.
You have one that you can answer around me now. The Pokemon Go.
Oh, the Pokemon one. That's explicitly for you. I can imagine Jim going through this.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see where we've got like maybe 3 or so. Here's my problem with me doing this is that I've gone and looked at a lot of these questions just on my own, and then I don't know if they've been asked on the podcast or not because I read them already. So like in my mind,
Yeah.
they've already been asked.
I honestly don't know what we've asked and we haven't either.
I've got the weirdest feeling as well, like when a question comes up again, when I have to sit there and think, wait a minute, did I actually answer that the first time the same way or not? You know, like see if I'm a hypocrite or not, you know?
Okay, so we'll put in. Can we get a cat noise for the questions? Because I'm not screaming questions into the microphone. You can forget it.
She passed the fuck out.
Oh,
I can edit it in.
Tyler, edit in a cat noise.
Consider it
I could
done.
wake her up. She'll play me out with that. Hang on. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Jenny.
Do your thing.
She's just staring at me. Perfect. Thanks, cat.
Do the meow noise.
cat's name is
Cat,
Jenny.
cat, wake up.
Come on, Jenny. Say hi.
Throwing money at it. Do it.
That's the best we're gonna get.
Okay.
Sleep.
Da, 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 da. All right, got it. Questions.
Yeah, that's edited
Okay,
in.
so I want to since Sparks is volunteering her question, is it are you going to get Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
I know, it's like, like I wanted a discussion because
We
have
know
been
Sparks is.
talking about the hype train. Jesus Christ. I have, so on my phone, on the Firefox app, you can see your top visited websites. And let's see, I think it's my 3rd visited website, the search thing for results for Pokemon Go. That's my 3rd most visited website. It's kind of sad.
Oh god.
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested in Pokemon Go as well, and I didn't watch the video for it because there was supposedly a leaked video of what the combat in Pokemon Go is supposed to be like, but I didn't want to do it because I didn't want it to spoil anything for me. I just want to be completely surprised by it. So, yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Go, as well.
I just would like to point out, because I know the search result things that, Sparks brought up there. I was like, I wonder what's 3rd on mine. It's literally a fan art picture of Blake. So
Oh my god.
naturally, right?
Wow.
I need to close that. Will I be getting Pokemon Go? Am I excited for it? I haven't got any of the recent Pokemon games, so I'm probably not going to, because I've been out of the loop with that game for so long. So, maybe not.
Should probably explain what Pokemon Go is to anybody who doesn't know. It's basically a
I don't know.
phone app game that you can go hunt for Pokemon in the real world. You don't see them in the
It's-
real world, but you see them on the phone, and you're basically a Pokemon trainer in real life. I am over the moon excited.
So,
It
it's
is-
augmented
it is-
reality. Oh god,
right,
I
it's
actually
Yes.
essentially augmented reality Pokemon.
I might, but I'll be freaked out if there's a Charizard in my fucking bathroom.
Charizards are apparently rare. Like the starter Pokemon are rare.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
believe
Wasn't that a Mega 64 skit?
Well, what do you start with?
Yes.
I don't know.
I'm actually not sure.
I don't even know that they've like really. I think that they've announced that they're doing Pokemon Go, and they had that one stupid video that released a couple months ago. but they haven't really told us anything else about it. I'm gonna Google this real
Wait.
quick.
Okay, if you've researched as much as I have, I guess they have a beta in Japan, Australia, and New Zealand, and I really, really, really want to move there now just for that. But no, it'll come to America eventually. So, it's like the betas are out, and there are people playing it, but not here.
Quirky, tell us what it's like.
Quirky, please, any information?
This is where we like bring Quirky onto a podcast. It's like, you know why we brought you here, right? And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't watched a podcast in a little while. Damn it!
He's just like really sleep deprived and like groggy because we woke him up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
like
like the
4
cat.
a.m.
It's like Quirky, wake up, Quirky, wake up.
When he does it for us, when he's on these podcasts, it's like either 4
Yes,
or 5 a.m.
exactly.
That's crazy.
So, so the addendum to that, the additional question was, are you going to get Pokemon Sun and or Moon? I am. I definitely am. Knowing nothing about them yet, just based off the names, I'm going to go with Sun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
I'm gonna answer a question.
Go ahead, sir.
It actually kind of relates to the second question. I don't plan on getting Pokemon Go, but I'm definitely gonna get the new Pokemon game, and hopefully catch up on all the other ones I've missed, because I still haven't played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Omega Ruby and Sapphire.
I played the shit out of Pokemon Y. I think I have like 300 something hours in Pokemon Y, and I started playing Omega Ruby, and I think I've gotten to like the 4th town and just fell off and stopped playing it.
I'm doing that with, oh god, I think it's Silver right now. I don't have my DS in front of me, but I like stopped playing for a while, and I have no idea why. But I've been working my way through one of the games.
It's very easy to check out of Pokemon games. I've done
And
it
it's
for
very
years.
easy to come back, which is cool.
Oh
Right.
yeah. I just don't think I can. There are so many Pokemon.
That is an absolutely true statement, because I had not played a Pokemon game since Pokemon Silver until Pokemon Y came out. And in so many ways, it was like, holy crap, this is exactly how I remember everything was, and it's got a bunch of new shit in it. It was a great experience to come back to after all these years. So that is absolutely true, that you can peace out on Pokemon and come right back and pick up where you left off.
Yeah, and I think one of
in the game, you can leave your dude somewhere chilling in a town and leave him for like a year or so, and he's still there.
I know you don't even have to feed him or anything.
Yeah, you don't have to feed your Pokemon, and they don't die like Neopets.
Oh god.
I have a roommate who still does Neopets.
I
That's
used to have
awesome.
a Neopets. All
What
my
if that's what
characters must be
Pokemon
dead.
Go is going to be like? You have to feed your Pokemon with microtransactions.
No, I don't think so. Okay, I play Ingress,
I would
and
refuse.
their microtransactions are not bad. And Niantic is the people making Pokemon Go, and so they have a pretty good system. Basically, all their microtransactions are to give you more capacity to do things. For instance, I don't even have like an example. If you guys don't understand Ingress, but if you can only carry 6 Pokemon, or this of your bag is full, whatever, you can pay to have a larger bag or something, but it doesn't hinder you in going forward and leveling up and everything.
Oh, good. So it's not one of those that I hate where it's like, you've reached this part of the game, pay this amount to continue. It's like...
Yeah, no. I'm going to be
No,
able
no,
to
no.
reach level 16 in Ingress without ever having to pay money to play the game.
Cool.
Without ever having to money.
Yes, never once got my
Did I
card
just
out.
say never having to money?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
You know what I mean.
You're
Yeah.
fantastic, just so you know.
Oh, thank you.
Do we have another question? Or did everyone answer that about the Pokemon stuff? Sorry.
Sure.
Myshu breaking silence.
Dirty job.
Alrighty then.
Jim needs us to
I thought we
vamp.
had more questions, but I don't know.
I like this one by Sunny88P. What would you do if you were a ghost?
What wouldn't I do? Ayo.
Hey.
Well, I need
Touch
ground
things.
rules like, am I able to manipulate the physical plane? Can I send messages to people? Am I visible? Can I haunt something? Or am I
Yeah.
one of those ghosts that's like stuck to an attic for like 15 years?
Oh, that would be horrible. Let's
That would be
assume
pretty
that
awful.
you were a free roaming so you're a free roaming ghost who is non-aggressive.
Can you be passive aggressive?
That's great.
Like haunting
Casper,
people
the
is just
passive-aggressive ghost.
yeah, haunting people is just literally doing like the smallest things to piss them off. That's it.
Yeah, just trolling people, moving their coffee,
That's
scooting the
exactly
chair out from under them as they go down to sit.
that's exactly what I was thinking. It's
That
like
would be awesome.
they put their mug down on the coaster, you move the coaster out of the way. That's it.
Like, what? Confuse, don't abuse. I actually probably would do the same thing that I do in real life for pranks. Put googly eyes on everything, except that they wouldn't have somebody to blame.
Can you
Just
be
haunted
googly
pack of
eyes
googly eyes.
randomly. What?
Would you have to
That's
haunt a pack of googly eyes? How would you pull that off?
I would haunt a Hobby Lobby. Done.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I want to know, can you be slightly visible to the person that you're haunting?
Let's
We'll
say
say
yes, but it takes
for,
a lot
for
of
the sake
effort.
of making
You
it
can't do it
interesting,
very
we'll say
long.
yes.
Okay, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to haunt Luis, like when he's working.
My
Like
God.
no other time, just when he's doing his psychology stuff. So like he'll be
Oh, but that's
talking.
mean.
He'll be like really professional and he'll be talking away to someone else about, things, and then suddenly I just turn up and just sit there at his desk, like not even doing anything bad, just like putting him off by like straight up staring at what he's reading and shit like that, putting my hand through his book and waving it.
My God.
I would be mean. I suppose that would be mean, but I would laugh my ass off just to see Luis's reaction.
How long into that do you think he stops being like, I don't know, terrified at seeing a dead person and just annoyed at you?
That's the
Probably
bonus.
immediately if he knew it was Tyler.
Yeah, that's the bonus. I can't imagine it will scare him for too long. He'll be like, oh shit, and then next week he'll be like, oh for fuck's sake, this shit again. It'll be like good old times. It's like I never died.
I can't get rid of this asshole.
Then again, it might backfire if he's like, hey Tyler, I know you're dead and all, and you're a ghost, but you still know how to edit. So, how do you edit? So for the rest of my life, I'm dealing with him asking me questions.
Tech support never ends. Beyond the
Yeah.
grave.
We would just be annoying each other.
Oh God, that would be like my nightmare. Like, if my grandmother, God bless her soul, ever passed away, and then I saw her ghost coming back to me asking me how to get into her email.
Oh, jeez.
As a ghost, trying to check emails.
Yeah, she just stuck in one of those psychological ghost loops. Like, I forget the name of the fucking movie, but that's all she knows now. She's like, I'm trying to check my email. I can't get logged in. What's the password? And I'm like, oh God.
Oh, something even more inventive. Because you're a ghost, you can live on for God knows whatever. Let's just say you're immortal. I would love the ability to still be able to use computers and just draw fan art on there, just to see how many people react to it.
It would have an endless amount of time to get really good.
Yeah, exactly. Like some people
good
will
point.
freak out and be like, "I didn't draw this," and delete it or whatever. Some people might think they got a virus, but some people might sit there and go, "Man, this shit's good." Those people, they don't
What
get
if-
wanted.
Yeah,
What
but
if
would
you
you have the
become-
ability to save, and wouldn't your work get interrupted all the time when they turn it off?
You have to time it right. You have to be like, right, they've gone to sleep and they've left the computer on. Right, let's do this shit. Just get up like a ghostly graphics tablet.
It's like ghostwriting, only it's ghost drawing.
Ghost drawing.
That's
What
awesome.
what if you were like famous by proxy? So you do all these great drawings on somebody's computer, and over like years, and they pass it off as their own work, and they're the ones who become famous, but it's really you doing all the work as a ghost.
I would.
Well, then they would be outed by like if they're ever asked to draw like in real time. That
Yeah.
thing.
They could
and
say as
Tyler
part of
wasn't
their
there?
artistic process that they have a difficulty drawing in front of people.
Yeah. Like,
Oh.
if they ever get told to stream, it would be a bit awkward.
Yeah.
That's something that terrifies me because I'm getting used to drawing again, and I don't trace or anything, so there's nothing to be worried about. All the stuff there is my work, but it's like I look at people that stream and they can draw an entire face and everything, the anatomy, in like a minute. I could spend an entire day on that shit. I would be the slowest person to watch because I keep
Yeah,
on
they just have so
undoing
much practice.
everything. Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
I think it was either Rubber Ross or Star Exorcist, which just drew an entire body in like fucking a minute. And I was just like, are you
What?
fucking kidding me? They must have
Oh,
like
yeah.
20 years of
That's
practice
just,
though.
practice makes faster. Practice really does make
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah. I'm happy with what I can do. It's just like the time it takes. It's crazy. But if I'm a ghost, time has no bounds. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
wonder
guess if
it-
you're eternally satisfied with, as we were just talking about,
Yeah.
producing works in art and never getting recognition for it ever.
I would feel
Well,
like
what if that was like? What if that's why you were a ghost, so you could never stop drawing? Is that you were never recognized in life as the artist you saw yourself being?
oh,
You know,
so
I'd
that's your
sign up for
purpose?
that afterlife.
I mean, one thing that would be cool, I guess, would be getting some person out there famous, like Jim said, for drawing and they've never ever done it. Just to see how they would cope. It would be the weirdest form of haunting somebody,
It'd literally be a muse.
Yeah. It's like, look, I made you famous, deal with it. It's like,
Just
Love
do.
me.
take it back.
Well,
then.
that was a
You had a
question
choice.
answered.
All right.
Oh, yeah, what
Question
was the
answered.
question?
What would you do if it was a ghost? TJ, did you
Yeah.
answer the question?
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, God.
For
Hang on,
fuck's
you're
sake.
fine. Yeah. What would
I-
you do if you were a ghost?
Haunt people? I
Thank
mean,
you, Captain Obvious.
All right. Well,
well, I only
TJ
say
has
that
put in
because
his
I
2 cents, everybody.
I like
I
to
love
fuck
how-
with people, so I would really like seriously try to like scare people to death. Or no, not
Everybody-
even that. Not even that. I would just try to make them lose their mind. Like I would move things around in their house, like just tiny little things, like swap their spoons and forks with each other, hide their car keys every day. Little things to make them think they're losing their mind.
The passive aggressive
Wow.
ghost.
There you go.
Exactly.
I love how we kind of already kind of had that, and then we evolved it into something batshit crazy, like getting somebody famous for the laugh of it, And then TJ's just like, I'll do that thing that you guys were kind of hinting at earlier, but you weren't listening.
I would just do the normal ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just circle back. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm calling TJ out, damn it.
I got distracted. I was looking up Pokemon stuff.
Well, I suppose you would get distracted with the other question.
You didn't even have the dignity to say you were looking at porn. You're like, I was looking at
I was looking
Pokemon."
at Pokemon. That's what it was.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I think that's a few questions, and that gives us. I think that puts us. I don't know if it's been an hour and a half, but it's been a little more than an hour. So
I would say it's an hour and a half, give
Has-
or take.
has-
Good amount.
yeah, roughly. Cool. All right then. Well, kids, thanks for listening to this episode of the Shifty Keys podcast. We'll appreciate our guests being here, and if you want to get in touch with us, feel free to hit us up on the Rooster Teeth website at the Shifty Key podcast. You can find our forums there, and you can also find us on Twitter. So, obviously,
Yeah.
Shifty Key podcast if you are on YouTube.
Oh, and question for the audience. Why is Blake the best character of Ruby? And I want
You
a
know- You
already
500 word
asked
answer.
You don't have
That's
that
been
right,
asked
Tyler.
before.
Get outta here.
Get
Someone,
out of here.
Admins don't
No.
have the right to ask questions. This is-
someone else
that
ask
is-
a question.
I
That
was
is
about
a
to
guest
say. What do
responsibility.
you guess, ladies, please?
Is Krispy Kreme the best donut?
Ooh, I like it.
Bye.
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 Robotic
Bye.
bye. This is
Bye.
totally not edited in afterwards.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Someone,
Get out of here.
Admins don't
No.
have the right to ask questions. This is-
someone else
that
ask
is-
a question.
I
That
was
is a
about to
guest
say. What do
responsibility.
you guess, ladies, please?
Is Krispy Kreme the best donut?
Ooh, I like it.
Is
Ooh,
Voodoo
good
Donuts
question.
the best donuts?
Nobody knows what
Are-
that is.
Shush,
Nobody knows
shush.
what Voodoo
Alright,
Donuts
fine.
is.
No.
The thing is,
I just-
Jim's going to be angry now because it's like, oh, that's a good question.
I'm
What
getting
if they
off
say
this
no?
podcast angry.
I still love you. You know.
This is entirely your fault.
No.
Aw.
You had better still
Oh.
love me. You did this.
God. Oh, Jesus
I'll
Christ.
buy you a Voodoo Donut to make up for
I
it.
did- what? Here's more insults for your insults.
You receive a package that's
like,
unmarked. It just has a donut inside it with pins
Oh,
all through it.
sweety, I slashed all of
Yes,
your
I was
tires.
going to tell you it's
But
a
as
Voodoo
an
Donut.
apology, I've decided to go ahead and cut your gas line
Wait,
as well.
Dr. Sparks. Sparks,
What?
just send him a Voodoo Donut in a Krispy Kreme box.
I
Oh, I
will.
love it. Yes.
will-
No, here's the thing. Voodoo
You will
Donuts are
end
like
us.
what?
End us.
What?
TJ.
What?
TJ is planning something that could possibly end everything.
DJ's putting his ghost powers to poor use, and he's not even a ghost.
It probably like is an extension of your normal self. So yeah. No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Yet.
Hope not.
Yeah.
But now he's gonna wonder.
Yeah, now now the suspicion's there.
Every time he gets Krispy Kreme, he's gonna wonder. These better be Krispy Kreme.
I would
Voodoo
be-
Donuts are pretty distinct, actually.
I would be a ghost just to swap Jim's donuts every time he buys
Tyler, I
donuts.
did my
I
God.
applaud you, sir.
Tyler, I can't even deal with.
Don't
What
even
is-
swap them
what
with
is
anything
what's up
good.
with people hanging up on the hosts for this stupid show?
It's not
Swap,
never be a
swap the
host
Krispy
again.
Kreme donuts with
Screw
like
this.
7-Eleven donuts.
What is
Oh.
this website? Oh my god!
There's a pentagram on that donut.
Voodoo Donut. VoodooDonut.com.
This is the work of the devil.
You
It's
need
called
bacon.
Voodoo Donuts. What did you expect?
It's horrible.
They're
Look
really
at these,
running
none
with
of these
that
things
theme.
are glazed. How can you even consider eating this crap?
Jim's like, this needs Jesus.
This does need Jesus. This needs sugary glaze and Jesus.
It's already
Oh, my Lord.
sugary. Like, look at
I
that.
said sugary glaze. There's
Alright,
a-
I know.
my God. You know,
I don't know.
Krispy
It looks
Kreme donuts
diabolically
are made
delicious.
with Jesus juice.
It does.
can't.
Thank you, Mishu.
We
It's
are
just
not
looks like-
sponsored by Voodoo Donut or Krispy Kreme,
If you
unfortunately.
want to, I will gladly accept all of the donuts.
this just looks like powdered bread. Is all this looks like.
Look, don't listen to Voodoo.
Krispy Kreme looks like just glazed.
It is
waxy...
red candy,
Oh
young
my
lady.
god.
If either of these donut companies end up listening to this, I would just like to say whoever gives us a sponsorship first is the best.
Oh yes, there we go. But
Whoever pays
Krispy
us
Kreme
money's
just
the
looks
best
like
donut.
wax-filled bread, you know, and they taste like it.
Hey, you can send us
No,
one
they
filled
do
bread and
not.
we would
Shots
enjoy
fucking
it.
fired.
My God. Imagine getting a sponsorship this way for the Shifty Keys. Krispy Kreme's like, yeah, we'll give you some money. Here's a nickel. Yeah, this is the best donut ever.
Best donut
Yeah,
ever.
Krispy Kreme. I love Krispy Kreme all day. They gave us a nickel.
Can't
Like-
even buy a Krispy Kreme donut for a nickel.
Like, we sell out big
Yeah.
time. We actually have in the video just like a massive Krispy Kreme logo instead of the Shifty
I
Keys.
know.
Just for a nickel.
We'll change our name to the Crispy Keys.
Oh.
They even-
The Shifty Kremes.
Jeez.
Krispy Keys.
They even have in here the food allergy warning that the donuts may contain voodoo magic.
Yes.
That is funny, I'll tell you that.
Oh boy.
Can that at least be the title of this particular podcast?
The Shifty Keys. Or
Just
the
this
crispy,
episode?
Crispy
No,
Keys?
the crispy keys, that's it.
Shifty Key podcast may contain voodoo magic.
There are so many good little name adaptations you could have to that. The Shifty Creams is my favourite at the moment.
That just sounds wrong.
TJ.
Oh,
Wait,
the
mine
cat's snoring.
was the
Let me see if
crisp
I can
keys,
get up.
not the shifty cream.
Come here, kitty.
I like that one more though.
Snort it.
Like I don't know if I would trust like a podcast where it's talking about shifty cream.
Yeah.
I would.
It doesn't inspire confidence.
With the crispy keys, I like the crispy keys.
I love that we wrapped up this podcast and then we went straight into donuts.
And then we went on a whole
This
other
could be the Easter egg.
Yeah. We'll just like post edit and swap the goodbyes and put it just before we get into this.
I like this idea.
Okay.
All right, let's kill it.
And kill it with Krispy Kremes. I mean, voodoo.
Kill it with cream.
Kill it with wax.
Right.
Anyway, sorry.
Bye.
Wax. Bye.
Oh, there's actually a Krispy Kreme opening up in my town.
God damn it, TJ. Not
Shut
this.
the fuck up, TJ.
We
Just
need a
think
clean
about
cut
it
of
on
us
that.
saying bye.
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 Robotic
Bye.
bye. This is
Bye.
totally not edited in afterwards. Yeah,
Bye.
we're done. Oh, on behalf of Gaff, tip.